Welcome to eSeniors, where the 50-year and older racing enthusiasts come to show their skills. So that's what we're going to see today. We're going to start with the standings here. Let's look at the Platinum group. We have Peter Wolfslener in the top, 214 points, 174 points for John Saunders, Johan Larsson third, 162, I think it says. So that's the top three, pretty dominating by Peter Wolfslener, but last race, Steve Young took the win, so that was great to see. Let's see the silver group. There we have Peter LaFrance have taken the lead, 170 points. Terry Trowbridge, 151. Thomas Rainier, 137. Lee Ellis just behind there on 134. Peter LaFrance won the last race. And who was second? It was John Messick. And third last race was Terry Howard. Great showing by him, his best results in that class. So let's see what we have here on the group 3. And I know the qualifying is rolling on the other screen here. So Mikey McClellan, 224. Brian Banks, 168. And 164 for Peter David. So Brian Banks won last race. And Richard Colomb was second. So let's go to the track. And this is where we talk about our sponsors, Castle and Cauldron. The logo to the right there is a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter and fantastic beasts, collectibles, fairies, magic wands and potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, and so much more. C&C is where crafting meets the magical. Then we have Syndeo. It's a technology broker that specialized in voice, contact center, and cybersecurity solutions for businesses. So Syndeo advisors, they will help you select the best technology solution for your business. And Sim3D, dashboard fan shrouds and mounts, elastomer kits, flag boxes and LED eyebrows and button boxes, immersion kits, anything you need for your rig. So those are the sponsors that help us keep this running, and we're really appreciative to them. And I hope you guys, if you're looking for anything that they provide, contact them. You can find Castle and Cauldron on Facebook and the other guys on the web. So hello, there we have it.
Hello, Krista. Are you ready for some fun today?
Yes, I am. Are you?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I saw a good speed from Wolfslener in the practice. I think he's going to be hard to stop.
Amazing speeds out there. Holy smokes.
And you know, when I do inside view on cars, I can see if someone is on the bonnet, because normally they don't drive with the windshield wipers. So I noticed that on the car. I couldn't understand why they didn't have the windshield wipers. Oh, we see Mishponov just jumping. He hit the curb and he was just flying. So yeah.
There's going to be some fun replays today, I think.
I think so. But also, what I think we've seen is that it's been, hey Arthur on the chat there, welcome. Yeah, I think what we've seen before too is that people are actually much more careful when it's rain, and that's actually, it could be less incidents. And GT2, there wasn't any incidents at all, I think so.
Yeah, GT2 was amazing.
Yeah.
A few guys missed their braking points and went wide, but that's about it.
Yeah. And for those that have not seen this format before, we have three qualifying segments here for the different classes. Actually, I'm going to put up the classes on my screen here. So white is platinum, which is kind of the top split, if you will, and then silver and the bronze. So right now we have the top top split running.
Oh, Peter, what a speed. 2:13. Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable. Really quick. Just unstoppable. So how are you feeling about your prospects today?
I didn't practice too much because I'm not a great rain guy, so I'll just play it cool and see how far I can get.
Yeah, I think you can gain a lot by just trying to stay on track, you know, because there is the other guys gonna, you know.
I set up a rain throttle, so I don't hammer the throttle too much.
And you might choose to just do a long stint and do, because I think that these tires actually last longer, the rain tires.
Yeah.
And then maybe increase traction control or something. And then what Wolfslene said after the sprint race, he said that he was turning up his what do you call it, the force feedback, so he could feel more when he was losing grip on the car.
Yeah, I took his advice and did that on my wheel. It does help, and I'm going to try a lot stiffer elastometers in my pedal next week too.
Yeah, you got that kit.
Yeah, I have the same kit. Yeah, he took the spring right out of his twisting belts, and he doesn't even have a spring, so that's interesting.
So I'm gonna go. There's a request here that I'm gonna show the dash, and we can kind of see who is doing bonnet or not. But it's if the driver actually has the windshield wipers on, although they're in bonnet, you don't really see that. But typically they don't put on the windshield wipers if they do run with the bonnet.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier with the windshield wipers, with the rain on the side of the windshield, you can't see some of the apexes on this track. They're really sharp hairpins. So I'm gonna go bonnet today. It's better.
It looks like we only have 9 no, I'm incorrect. Larsson is there.
Okay, I'll disconnect. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah, see ya. I'll say, I think Laszlo Nemeth, he's driving on the bonnet for sure. Yeah, Wolfslene dominating, but Saunders is on a good run. He's was flirting with, he gets a little purple frame there on his name, which means that he is kind of driving in that region of where he could get a personal best. Let's do the delta for a little bit. Yeah, he's up half a second. Let's see where that's gonna place him. That's gonna push him up. I think that's gonna push him up to second place. No, that's actually going, yeah. If he keeps this up, he's gonna get provisional pole. He has a new livery, looks like. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's a new one. Yeah, Saunders, he lost some time there. Hey, Frank. It's the tenant in the house. Good to see you. Saunders lost some time. He's gaining some time back. Let's see if he's going to be able to challenge Wolfslene for the lead. Wolfslene just put in a new time, 2:12.9. So that means that John Saunders had to bring out another 2 tenths, but he only up 3 tenths right now. That pushes him up to provisional P3 for Saunders. Derek Bird, nicely done, up to P7. Last race winner was Steve Young. I don't think he's very comfortable in the rain. He had some problems with the GT2, didn't look so comfortable. So we have Chris Bourne in provisional P2. Great round by him. Have a view at Mish Pornoff that spectacularly bounced off one of the big bumps early on here. And there was someone that had a new livery. Who was that? Steve Howells. Okay, that's his new livery. We'll take a closer look when he's out running. Larson at 0.3, that should move him up. He lost that time. Another member of the Wolfpack, Johan Larsson at 0.3. All right, so he's abandoning the following lap. All right, Brian is the fan of the CBO. Fastest lap again by Wolfslener, 2:12.5. Very nice. So we should start to see the silver guys out now. Silver group is out running. It's Bruce Hopkins. Bruce Hopkins, trying to see where he placed last race. Yeah, Bruce Hopkins, or his P5 in the championship. He didn't run last race. He's P5. His best, he won 2 races this season. He won Brands Hatch, and he also won Laguna Seca. We'll see what he can do in the rain. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe if you haven't done that. Would be great. Right, going off track there. There's Torrance. Our resident Australian, or I'm sorry, he's he is from he's a Kiwi. Kevin Torrance, he's only raced 2 races with us in this series. He placed P13 last race, but his Lamborghini looked really, really cool. I like that livery. For some reason, I have this thing about this green and black. I think that looks really cool, and then there's some white in there too. And if you threw some orange in there too, I mean, even the yellow there could be orange, would be really, really cool. One day I'm gonna start to design my own liveries. So Hopkins is the fastest still in the silver group. Haven't seen La France doing any laps yet. Trowbridge is P2 at the moment. Shannon 3rd in the silver. And here's Daniel Britos from Argentina, showcasing our international reach here. So he placed P4 last race, really well. Well done. That was Snetterton. And here we have Mappe Kansson from Sweden. He placed, he didn't race last race, and then he had the DNF the previous, so he sits in P6 in the championship. Daniel Britos that we saw before sitting in P10 in the championship. Speaking of Argentina, I saw a wonderful thing on Apple TV about kind of Messi's kind of his trip to his last world champion or soccer world championship, and it was really nice. I was thinking about Argentina then. All right, John Messick, P7 in the championship, placed P2, strong showing last race. Here we see Lee Ellis. Where is he in the standings? P4. His best result was P1, where he won the silver group in Suzuka, the first race. And last race he placed P8, so he sits P4 in the championship. Richard McKay, our admin for doing great job, always helping out with server stuff. Currently P9 in the championship. His best result has been P3, and he did that in Laguna Seca. So let's see if wet surfaces, if that's his forte or not. Yeah, Thomas Reiner, I don't see him. Let's see if he signed out. Yes, he signed out, so he will not race. Terry Howard will not race either, unfortunately. So here's Terry Trowbridge, claiming the oldest driver award. I think he is the oldest driver, if I'm not totally wrong. Driving his trusty Bentley. Let's see where he is in the standings, in the silver, where we have 2 minutes left to qualify. We have where is he? Oh, I should have seen that. He's P2, under 51 points, so he sits a little bit behind, 20 points or 19 points behind Peter LaFrance. And Peter LaFrance is on track. I see that there in this, he's a P22, so let's see if he can pull something out. But Terry, his best result was P2, and that was in Brands Hatch. Hugo Caballero, he sits in P14. He missed 2 races, or actually he missed 1 race, but he did a DNF in one of the races. So his best result, Hugo Caballero, that is Spa, was his best result, where he placed, where did he go now? Yeah, 3rd. Yeah, Spa, he placed 3rd in the silver group. Good stuff. So it looks like Bruce Hopkins is still the fastest in the silver. So he's about to improve with 1 second there, Hopkins. Britos, yeah, Hopkins really jumps up into, I mean, P4 in the total, which was really, really good. Zimmer jumps up to P9. Yeah, really, really great. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to follow when it starts to overlap here. So, yeah, so we overlap quite a bit here. Yeah, La France is not seeing the tempo that he wants on this track for sure. So we jump to John Messick. And he's abandoning his lap now. So now the time is up for the silver. We're gonna see some of the bronze drivers roll out. So here we have Mike Maleski. I'm gonna switch my view here so I can report on the standings of these drivers as we see them go through. Do we have Mike Maleski? Okay, so he's down there. Okay. All right, so here we have the guys with the red background on their number. Currently looking at Nick Newcomb. He sits in P11 in the bronze group. Only raced 3 races, but he placed P4 and P6. Yeah, I mean, that strategy is not really a joke, because if you stay on track here and don't go off, you're gonna, I think you're gonna gain positions, because there's gonna be a lot of people going off. That's what we've seen in the other races, and we've seen just people going wide and so on and so forth. So that's also given people some drive-throughs. I think we're gonna see McClellan. I think he's racing today. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. So here we have Brian Banks. Brian Banks is P2 in the championship. He won the last race. When it comes to the bronze group. He's racing the Porsche. Treading carefully there through turn 7, Stowe. You have to be so careful on those on the curbs here. And here's McClellan. Not sure why we jumped to that one. Yeah, 35 athletes, but I think that's gonna be plenty. There's gonna be plenty of entertainment. So the silver group seems to be kind of the one that's populated the most. Yeah, I'm sorry we're not seeing you on track, Thomas. Thomas and I had a great battle the other day here. We were racing with the CMS League. Had a good time at the Red Bull Ring. So that's going to be fun to see. when we get Red Bull Ring here as part of this last couple of races. So this is race number 7 out of these 10 championship races that we have. And the races that we have left, that's Imola, Red Bull Ring, and then as we normally do, traditionally we do the last race at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. And that's what we're doing this season too. So season ends with a race on March 16. Grant Banks currently the fastest among the bronze. Richard Column second. So there's quite a bit of overlap here, as you see on these different these different placards here with white and silver and the red.
Hi there, I'm back. Do we have a couple of guys starting from the back? I don't know if you mentioned that already.
Yeah, that would be Groyo, and there was someone else.
Well, Laszlo? Remember?
No, let me see. I sent a message to Jeremy about that.
Laszlo didn't qualify, then he's at the bottom.
Parks.
I don't think he's here today.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Groyo is in the pits. So he's not qualifying.
You cannot touch the curbs on this thing when it's under throttle, man. It just flies.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Makes it for some great spins though at high speed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see the start here. 3 minutes left of qualifying. So what's your pit strategy? Just going to pit halfway?
No, I'm going to go long. I'll have enough fuel to go long. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it might be good to have a little heavier car in the rain.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Is this medium rain, you think? I think it's set at medium, right?
I don't remember. I can double check that.
And the guys were debating during the week how variable it was, because it seemed like during the week practicing sometimes it was heavier than others, but I haven't seen that. I don't think we put variability.
No, I don't think so. Okay, weekly track condition. It says cloud level, rain. Yeah, there's no weather randomness. Yeah. So rain is 0.5.
Yeah, so halfway, okay.
Yeah.
So we can make it wetter if we want.
Yeah.
I know in CMS we're going to have a Watkins Glen wet, right?
Yeah, but that's just that's like 5% probability of rain or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so it can rain or not rain. I love when it's like that, and when it changes during the race too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
Well, Banks is still the fastest in the... Let's mow this lawn, says Ellis. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. Yeah, no one is really on the run here. Maybe McClellan. He's on an invalid lap at the moment, I think. I would think that we would see him, and there he is. Actually, he was on a valid, so yeah, he's in the top of the bronze. Yeah, the problem with the rain is if you have something that's kind of really halfway. We had some where it was just a weird condition, kind of really in between, and that was difficult. So it's better that it is like this.
Yeah, just get your wet tires on.
Yeah.
Well, the usual guys are at the top in platinum, eh?
Yeah, not so surprising. Peter and Chris Bourne and Saunders.
After that, there's quite a bit of variability, eh?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of overlap here.
Yeah, we got some wet race guys. There's some wet race guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll see you at the end of the race, maybe.
Okay, good luck. Okay, Richard Colom is on a run. He's up 0.5. What would that do for him? Yeah, that would put him P3 in this group where he already is. So, yeah, it's not really going to do anything much for him. Let's see. Going over the line. Yeah, sits there at P3. And qualifying just about to end. Joby Kavak still running. Up half a sec. But he will not be able to threaten, I think, McClellan, who has a 2:16.2 as his fastest. Yeah, he lost everything in that corner. All right, qualifying is over. Yeah, we're discussing moving him up, but when you move someone up, and I'm responding to a comment on the chat there, if you move someone up to another group, if you have won any races, you lose those points. So if you have someone that's won all the races, he gets moved up to the next group, but then he's going to be 0. And absolutely last, which might not be that fun. So, but for sure, McClellan will be in the silver group for next season, no question. All right, let's do a little track walk for Silverstone, RAF Airfield. That's the Heritage, and you can see actually the runway kind of crossing. If you look to in the right half of the picture there. Cops Corner, going through the classics here, Maggots, Beckett, and then we go out on the Hangar Straight, coming into the fast right-hander Stove, Club Corner, coming down Hamilton Straight, and Abbey, and then this one, which I think it's really difficult personally. And then we come out on this straight here, which I don't... Is that Wellington Straight? Luffield. And then we have completed the track at Silverstone. So today we are starting grid. First couple of cars, Wolfslener, Chris Bourne, Saunders, and Hopkins. So the guys are lining up. Let's set up here for a little grid walk. Here's the starting grid, and it's coming up. There we are, and we need to remove classes. And that looks good. All right, let's go through with our little grid walk. We have a 50-minute race, and Peter Wolfslener is starting. Just formidable, 2:12.5 his time. So you see that in this in the little name box there. So 0.6, Chris Bourne is 0.6 behind. So Chris Bourne P2, John Saunders P3, Bruce Hopkins P4, Tommy Hellström, part of the Wolfpack, and in P5, P6 from Sweden, Johan Larsson, and another Wolfpack P7, Patrick Larsson, Derek Bird P8, Randy Zimmer P9, and Mirsh Ponov, and in P10, P11, Steve Howells, Steve Young P12, Daniel Britos P13, Terry Trowbridge P14, Lee Ellis P15, John Messick P16, Jeremiah Robas P17, Aaron Shannon P18, Michael McClellan P19, and Brian Banks P20, Kenneth Flenstedt P21, Mappe Kansund P22, Richard McKay P23, Hugo Caballero P24, Richard Coulomb P25, Neil Leader P26, Benny Heim P27, P28, Peter Lafrance P29, Joby Kavak, Nick Newcomb P30, Eric Langlois from France P31, Kevin Torrance from New Zealand P32, Mike Mileski P33, Ken Schmidt P34, and P35 Jean-Marie Grouillot and Laszlo Nemeth rounding up this grid of 36 drivers today. That's gonna be super exciting. So we have a full grid or full formation lap. And if you're new to eSeniors and you're catching this stream, we're a group of sim racers on the PC platform racing Assetto Corsa Competizione, and you have to be 50 years and older to race with us, and you get age verified, and you can join us on our championships. And also we have daily races every day at 1 p.m. US Central Time. And then we have championships. Currently we run 3 championships, a GT3 sprint, a GT2 sprint, and then this race here where we have 3 classes running together, and each of the classes are scored separately, so it's kind of separate championship. And after the race I'm gonna interview the winner of each of these groups. Yeah, it's raining, and it will rain the whole race. So that's a challenge, but I hope everyone gonna be as careful as they can to make sure that everyone can enjoy this race and they will not be taken out at the very first corner. And we have one pit stop in the middle. And here we go, they are lining up. Wolfslener, Bourne, Saunders, and Hopkins there. Absolutely fantastic effort by him from the silver team. We have Zimmer up there too, you see the overlap. of the different classes. Let's see who goes wide in the first turn, and there is the green light. Peter Wolfsländer, nice, and oh, a little touch. We see one of the Wolfpack drivers go off. Hellström goes off, comes back on track. Let's see who else. Do we have any? Doesn't look like we had any major contacts yet, but we'll account for that in a moment. Yeah, thank you, Andreas. Make sure, everyone, if you want to just get... oh, has been a little bit contact here, but it looks like it's more side by side. There is really... I don't see any pandemonium, really, which is good. So, just going through the field. Oh, a little contact there. It's like a double tap. Newcomb and Heim. Okay, I think things have calmed down a little bit now. So what we saw on the GT2 race, that there was quite a few that was all of a sudden we got a lot of distance between the different cars, and that's kind of what we see here too. Hey Tony is on the stream. So we see Richard Colomb challenging and past Newcomb. Joe Bekavak here comes next to Newcomb. Is that going to stick? Yeah, he has the inside line. Let's see if he's going to stay on track or if he was pushing too hard. No, that worked out. No, here comes Newcomb. Went a little bit wide. Let's go up the field here. Laszlo Nemeth challenging Richard McKay. And you have to be a little bit tactical too. If you have, if you're in a different group, you might not want to fight the other guy if you think that's gonna, you know, hamper you. You know, why mess with someone that's not part of your group and it slows you down? So. Here we are, coming in. Howells is going on the inside there. Nice on Steve Young. Steve Young gets a little bit out on the curb there. You don't want to accelerate when you're on the curb here, that's for sure. Steve Howells up to P10. So he gained one position from his original starting point. Wolfsländer is very comfortable again, up in the front, almost 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds ahead of Chris Bourne. Nicely done. And I hadn't started my contact tracker, darn it. So I had to kind of, stewards had to look at this manually, but I don't think this was anything that was real disastrous on the first lap. And at eSeniors we have steward review all the incidents on the first lap. And then on the following laps, it's up to drivers to report any type of infractions. Keeping an eye on Hopkins here, that did a really great job here. He's clearly in the lead here for his silver group. Yeah, little aquaplaning. It's very spread out. Here's McClellan on Jeremy Arobas. So example of, oh, Arobas got a little bit slippery there. Went out on the curb a little bit. And this could actually if you're really unlucky, you can get track penalties just because you're kind of sliding off, not because you're intending to cut. Interesting to see the different lines here. McClellan is doing more of an inside line. And behind there we have Laszlo Nemeth coming in. Yeah, there's there were several contacts, but I don't think this was anything that was really sending people into some sort of a big pile. So that was always nice, but there were contacts for sure. As we see McClellan try to advance up. He's currently second in the bronze group. I'm gonna put those up. And there are the classes, so we can't see them. The field is really spread out. We see someone in the pits. Mike Malekski. Oh, there comes McClellan. Did a little move. It's hard to drive aggressively when it's wet, so we see there Jeremy Robas was doing kind of a defensive line. And back there comes Nemeth. So Aerobas, McClellan and Nemeth, all three of them have, they are in different classes. As we see, Brian Banks moved up one position. That's why he's green up there on the leaderboard. They're gonna keep on these guys. There's a little action in front too. Flenstedt, Lee Ellis and Brian Banks. Hellström goes into the pits. Nemeth goes into the pits too. Interesting. Haven't seen any recent I haven't seen any recent accident. In front there we see Flenstedt making a move on Ellis. Great job there. P17. McClellan still chasing Aerobas. See how it looks like from his cockpit. It's a lot of spray. Everyone is staggering themselves so you don't have to get the spray in your face. Probably a good idea. Yeah, but I think it's a pretty nice and uniform rain pattern here, so at least it's predictable what you drive in. As Benny Heim is making an attack here on La France. Yeah, takes the inside. Oh, La France does a little contact. Benny Heim slides off, and once you get on that grass, it is not fun. So that's unfortunate. Hey, Craig Holmes. Welcome. Mikey McClellan still working on Jeremy. Is going to be able to make a move as they come in on turn 16, Wellington Straits. Yes. That's behind there is Mappe Kansen, goes completely off. But he didn't get on the grass. Oh, Peter Wolfslener. Let's go back. Oh, Wolfslener just slid off. But he is able to regain control there. But that means that now he has Bourne much closer behind. That was a scary moment for him. Very much a spread out field right now. Interesting. We are around the Simmer P2 and in the silver. There's Pawnoff in front of him, Derek Bird behind him. And here's Kenny Flenstedt. Kenny's up 5 positions from his original starting point, looks like. So I think, again, the strategy here of just trying to stay on track is probably a really good one. Behind there in the spray we have Banks, who's driving in the lead currently in the bronze team, or bronze group rather. Yeah, we saw that in the... Yeah, I don't know if you deliberately do that, but I think it's just people are not pushing. So I think you go for the safer moves. And now Peter after going off, he's now got back into his groove. 2.5 seconds in front of Chris Bourne. Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, Wolfslener, in his sprint race Monday, he had an off that I didn't see on in the broadcast, but it could be, anything can happen. There's a little cluster of cars here. We have Benny Heim tried to recover after going off with contact of from La France. And behind there we have McKay and Newcomb. We see that Hellström, Nemeth and Leader have completed their pit stops. Maybe that's their strategy to do that early. Oh, we saw McKay had to check out a little bit as he almost made contact with Heim as the battle for P27. Here we see Newcomb behind. Benny Heim is even, that's where he started, so he's looking to make some gains. People really try to take different lines here to avoid the spray, I believe. Yeah, good job by Benny there from Germany. Showcasing the international flavor here of eSeniors. Let's see if we see a move on the inside. There comes McKay. That gonna stick? Yeah, McKay passing. Maybe Heim realized that that's not his battle really, as he is in another... Oh, he goes defensive there. He kind of almost blocked Newcomb there on the inside, because that's for position in his group. As we see the pink pig there of Langlois going off, but he's coming back on track safely. Yeah, Andreas, we haven't seen you for a while. Hope you get back on track. And here comes Hellström on Langlois. And Larsson runs P4, is up 2 positions. I'm gonna step away for a little bit and just let the autopilot show you what's going on. So I will be right back. Right, sorry about that. I am back in the saddle. That's the nice thing with the software we're using here, that you have an autopilot that will actually automatically find the action for you. As we see, Hellström went really wide there, chasing Mr. Langlois. Yeah, Bruce doing a great job. Really, really nice. All right, where are we? We're following Mr. Schmidt there. So Larsson goes into the pits now. So we're 31 minutes left. So it looks like people are going in a little bit early. So we're following Kenny Schmidt. That's up 9 positions. He's in P25. We see Newcomb behind there. So both those guys are in the bronze. And there comes Hellström passing Langlois, just as we have to focus on Langlois in that view. Hellström in a hurry. It's a nice livery on that, the pink pig. Yeah, there was someone else that had, who was that had the new, it was Steve Howells that had the new livery. Wanted to examine that, need to find him. There's Howells, he's battling with La France, there's contact, spinning around. The car behind there, McKay narrowly escaping. That was unfortunate. All right, there we're catching Howells coming out. Let's look at his livery here real quick. There he is in this livery. And here's the contact. That's my replay. It's unfortunately coming out of the pits there. Yeah, still very spread out. So here's a little battle here. We have Newcomb. He just passed Kenny Schmidt. Hellström coming through in a hurry because so Hellström, okay, yeah, Hellström have cleared his pit stop, so now he's working himself back. So now we're starting to see a little movement here. People getting a little bit closer. There was a little door-to-door contact, Hellström and Heim there. And here comes Hellström, and he's making a challenge. Kenny Schmidt in front of him. So fresh tires on Hellström. 29 minutes left. McClellan goes into the pits. Steve Young and Panov. This is for position. P7 and P8 battling. Oh, there you go. Panov goes really, really wide and comes back again. Steve Young is up 4 positions. None of the top cars have done any pit stop, and I see something happened with Wolfslener there. It was a little. It looked like he slowed down. I'm getting a marker on that, so he's. I think yeah, he's lapping here. So he's stretched out the lead to Chris Bourne with 6 seconds. And speaking of, here is Chris Bourne, 6 seconds behind Wolfslener. Here's Hugo Caballero, P7. 17, just lost the position to Larson. And it's Nick Newcomb up 8 positions. Really doesn't matter because we have people going in and out of the pits here, as you see. We'll see where everyone ends up after the pit stop rounds. A little bit early for pit stops with a lot of people, which was interesting to see. The top cars have not pitted yet. They might do halftime. Drive-through. Okay, I see that we had a drive-through on Panov, and that has been served. Panov sits in P12 after a drive-through. You might see a few of those because it's easily done here, especially when it's slippery. Chris Bourne looking to lap the Lamborghini here. The Lamborghini of Kevin Torrance. It's moving aside, nicely done, using his blinkers there to make sure that Chris Bourne understood that he should pass on the side he was blinking on, which is really smart. Here goes Wolfslener. Wolfslener goes into the pits. See, and yeah, Chris Bourne is following. Let's see, Saunder. Yeah, all the top cars are coming in a row here. Is Derek Bird also gonna jump in, or is he gonna go longer? So the top 5, yeah, top 6, everyone goes in. That's interesting. We don't, yeah, Sky is staying out. See if that's gonna pay off. The Sky is now taking the lead. until he has cleared his pit stop. We had a little wobble there on Peter Lafrance. Peter Lafrance is not having a good race. Here we have Daniel Britos. We have drive-through for Tommy. Okay. Thanks for reporting that, because I don't see that. I only see when someone have served it, unfortunately. Let's see where these guys comes out when they're done. Wolfslener, Bourne, Saunders, Larsson, and Larsson all have cleared. Chris Bourne is now. Let's see what they did here on the pit stop. Pit stop length. So we had 62 seconds on Wolfslener, 62.8, and see now my autopilot moved me away. But Trowbridge 62, so 65. Saunders had a really bad pit stop, and Larsson had a really quick one, 59, and Larsson 59 there. Yeah, car 66 cleared his drive-through. So let's do the gaps again, race gaps. Nemeth and Messick. Oh, looks like Messick was sliding a little bit. That opportunity Nemeth needed. Behind there is Newcomb that still hasn't pitted. Oh, there goes Messick wide. So car 66 did his drive-through. Who is car 66? I'm trying to find car 66. Shannon and Langlois. We had 21 minutes left of the race. Right now, Hopkins has a very commanding lead of the silver. And we're still figuring out the bronze because we have guys that gonna do pit stop still. Yeah, 146. You get DSQ if you go way too fast into the pits. Yeah, I'm sorry, it might be 660. Let's see. Yes, you are correct. Sorry. 660 is the one that cleared. So that's one of the Swedes, right? 660. Tommy Hellström, correct. Yeah, Tommy Hellström got the drive-through, and so did Pawnoff, but they have both served that. Yeah, so this DSQ, that could be if you go in second gear or something like that into by mistake into the pits, as we see Johan Larsson passing Patrick Larsson. Trowbridge, Britos gonna clear their pit stops. Still a very spread out field. It's interesting. Kenny Schmidt is in the pits as well. So those are the last couple. I think Langlois is still out, actually. Langlois hasn't done his pit stop, and there we are. There is Langlois. Shannon is behind him. Shannon have fresh tires. See if he's able to make a move. It's the closest battle right now. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because normally we have more midfield battles than we see here. So Brian Banks and McClellan are the two top in the bronze. Langlois has yet to pit, so that's why I'm saying that. Hellström feverishly working himself up through the field. He's down 16 positions. So that was caused by his drive-through, unfortunately. Yeah, it's tight here. Now we have a little triplet here, Hellström, McClellan and Banks. So McClellan and Banks race for position here, waiting for Langlois to go into the pits. Oh, this goes wide. Banks. McClellan then takes the lead in the bronze. Hellström tries to pass these guys. Is he going to be successful? Yeah. He's just driving up the field, which is... those guys are not challenging that. Let's see what happens with Langlois. Yeah, there is Langlois going into the pits. All right, here's McClellan. So McClellan now in the lead. So that's going to be a little battle between Banks and McClellan for the group win. So that battle is not over at all. And Peter Wolfslener in the lead, 12 seconds ahead of the competition there, which is now Chris Bourne. Has been sitting like that for quite a while. Let me just look up in the field a little bit here. So Bruce Hopkins, P6. Comfortably in the lead, unless something happens. Hellström is making a move here on Shannon. Shannon is not letting go here easily. Been looking at Banks that tries to get McClellan off his back. But a really good run here by Banks. See if he can defend this. Oh, Banks passes Hellström that had a little wobble there. So it's good for Banks to have Hellström behind him as a little cushion there to McLellan. See if he can slow McLellan down, and Banks maybe can get a little bit of rhythm. So less than 15 minutes of this race, which is race number 7 in the championship of 10 races. Next race is going to be Imola. Then after that we have Red Bull, and then we finish off the season with Bathurst. Like we normally do, it's become a tradition. Yeah, continues to be a really spread up field. Tommy Hellström gonna try and do another move on Brian Banks. It's not able. Let's see what happens here. Mish Pronov passing Nemeth. Something happened there. Let's see what happened. Okay, it was a little wobble there. And Nemeth went a little bit out on the curb. There is Steve Young in P8, up 4 positions from his starting point. It's cool how you see how dirty the car gets when it's raining too. It's pretty neat. And I wish when there's damage on the car that things actually would fall off from it. I think that would be cool too. Yeah, Larson seems to be able to do a little inroads here on Saunders. Let's see, look at Nemeth here. Nemeth and Pronov is really fighting. So gonna be pass here. Oh, it looked like a defensive move there by Pronov. Side by side. Oh, little slide there by Nemeth. That's not gonna help. And here's Wolf Slener. He's starting to lap Mike Mileski there. Clean air for Wolf Slener for a little bit, but now he starts to lap through the field here, and it's 11 minutes left, so really anything could happen here, guys. We see Nemeth. I think Nemeth went off. See him there on the leaderboard, kind of sinking down. Where is Banks? Currently the leader now for. He's still holding off the attacks. Shannon in front of him. He's starting to get a little tight there. Hellström really wants to pass him. If I was Banks, I would actually let him pass at this point, because I don't want him to kind of do a move here that might hurt me. We have Trowbridge and Shannon in front. Shannon is chasing Trowbridge, so he gets a little bit compressed here, so this could be a problem for Banks. Here's to see a little bit from the spoiler of Shannon. with the Trowbridge Bentley in front. 10 minutes left. So certainly not clear who's gonna take the... there you go, Hellström passed. So now it's between Banks and McClellan, so this could be really a fight. And here comes McClellan. Is he gonna make a move? No, he's not able to reach just yet. But it looks like McClellan have a little bit better pace. Yeah, last lap was 0.7. McClellan was 0.7 faster. Yeah, thanks for that feedback there, Brian. That's good. Yeah, McClellan is he's clearly dominating there. Oh, what happened here? There was contact. Oh, he spun. I think he got on the curb. It wasn't very unfortunate. Let's look at that again if we can. Oh, is he oversteering? Let's see. Come around the bend. Oh, he goes out on the grass and narrowly escaping disaster. There is McClellan. Very unfortunate for Banks that does such a great job there. So McClellan is now in the lead of the bronze group. Here's the inside view. Steve Young working hard. Sitting behind Derek Bird, P8, up 4 positions. Great. Oh, this yellow marker on Chris Bourne. What happened? Let's do a little Oh, he spun. Chris Bourne spun. So now we have Saunders all over him. Traffic in front. Oh, no replay anymore. We are live. Peter Wolfslener 20 seconds ahead now. But the Wolfslener or Chris Bourne looked like he got a little bit ahead of... No, John Saunders still catching up. Yeah, he navigates through that traffic. Still 1 second. 1.2. Oh, Hellström Trowbridge contact. Here's the replay. It's unfortunate. Again, these two different groups. Hellström goes on the inside. Oh, there's a little touch there. All right, so that wasn't too bad. All right. Yeah, look how dirty that car is. It looks cool. Flenstedt there and also Peter Wolfslener. Wolfslander now 21 seconds ahead. Doing a fantastic job as usual. McClellan, leader of the bronze, and Hopkins, leader of the silver, as we have less than 5 minutes. So rainy conditions providing entertainment today. Daniel Britos, P13, that's where he started. One of our long-standing drivers in this championship. Hellström is still looking to do something here in the last fleeting minutes. So we get some one on the blue flag there, possibly our Kiwi yielding. Yes, it is. Want to see Hellström, he's up, or he's down 9 positions. So he's done a lot of work to work himself up in the field. Oh, he had to check out there. I was very, very close. Went off track. Maybe he was a little bit surprised of a braking point or something. He's really working hard. It's not all negative to try to drive up through the field. It's actually pretty fun. This is the closest battle. They get very close here. Two McLarens fighting it out. And here's McClellan is up on, or he's trying. Okay, he's about to lap that car there, whoever that is. We have Trowbridge in front. There's Trowbridge. We see McClellan behind. There is executing a move on that blue flagged car. Haven't seen any more penalties being served, at least. Maybe there's someone pending as we come into the 2nd minute left. And the standings, the silver win would go to Hopkins if this stands. Zimmer P2, as the producer here goes over to inside view of Shannon that's chasing Flenstedt. Shannon is down 1 position from where he started the race. Looks like Kevin Torrance and Richard Cullum is fighting here back and forth. Richard in the yellow car. We have a few guys in the pits. Kansund, Mike Meleski and Kenny Schmidt. We just saw Kansund, didn't we? Brian Banks had an unfortunate race today. He was in the lead for a while in the bronze group. All right, Wolfslander, 20 seconds. So we're gonna get the interview going here in a bit. Don't miss that. We're gonna have the winners of each group. Banks trying a move on Langlois. So I hope everyone have liked the stream. Thumbs up. 16 people watching, so that's great. Get a great exposure here. Steve Young he went in and then out again. I wonder if he went in for maybe he went short on fuel. That was interesting. Driving now in P10, but he's still up 2 positions from his original. Or maybe he served a penalty. No, he couldn't, because he's not that far back. Maybe he just need to top off some fuel. Interesting. Yeah, I don't get any notification that he has served any penalty. So John Saunders is nearing... Chris Bourne, and Chris is trying to move past someone, which is, I think, Hugo Caballero. So a couple of guys there in front. They have blue flag, yeah, P22 there, Caballero. And the winner, I'm sorry, I missed Wolfslene going over the line, but we're following here Chris Bourne. It's pretty close. We have Saunders just behind him. He's able to slipstream a bit here, but yeah, there's Chris Bourne, Saunders, and Larsson. Very nice. Oh, we have an off here. Puanov went off. And Hopkins. Very nicely done. Coming in as the winner of the silver group. And then McClellan, I think he's not threatened at all as being the winner of the bronze there. So let me get over to the interview. And I need to update the podium. There we go. There we go. Wolfslene, Hopkins, and McClellan. So let's just get over to the podium interview and see if we can get someone here. Bruce Hopkins, I'm going to pull him in. Mr. Hopkins. Hey, Bruce, can you hear me? It's Peter. Welcome, Peter.
Hello, Krista.
I was trying to... hey, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
Can you hear me? There you are.
I can. Yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, good race, guys.
Awesome, yes.
It was kind of spread out field through the race. There was a couple of battles here and there, but it looked like everyone was just trying to stay on track. So see if McClellan is going to be able to join us. I don't see him yet. So Bruce, how was your race in the rain? I mean,
first of all,
really
I'd
good
like
qualifying.
I'd like to put a request in that we race in the rain every race.
You're the only one that has only votes for that.
I shocked myself. I just worked on the setup this morning, and I was horrible early on. And then, I started getting the car where it was more stable in the rain, and I can keep it on the track. And it was just a fantastic race for me. I shocked myself in the qualifying. I couldn't believe how high up, because I messed up my first lap. I went off and I go, oh, this is going to be tough here. I got to get in a lap. And I think I got in a slow one and then the really fast one. It was really good. The car was really settled. I saw 6 out of the first 11 cars were Ferraris. So I said it wasn't me. It was the car. The Ferrari was obviously really good in the rain. I was worried about Zimmer the whole time I saw in practice. He had a faster times than me. And then I put in that flyer on the qualifying there, and I think we had enough of a buffer there. And I raced really well. I got 2 track cuts in the first 10 minutes of the race trying to keep up with those guys. They were just too fast.
Yeah, and that kind of wakes you up sometimes, and you have to really focus the rest of the race not to get any more. So yeah,
absolutely,
really great job there. So and Peter, I mean, you're unstoppable.
No. I mean, it's all a question of timing, especially in the qualifying.
Yeah.
Yes, as you saw, the every lap we went, there was 1 second down. So this was the last lap is most important, because the track conditions, every lap you can say one second about. So we knew that there might be some mix-up in the starting grid, and as this happened, Bruce, well done. I mean, you need to do it, and also the race later on. Congratulations! I mean, you have done a great job. Yeah, for me, you know, in the rain, in those conditions, it's much more easy to drive with a clear sight, clear view. And so you can build up a gap, but I think after 4, 5, 6 laps, I had again a moment. I lost the car, and
yeah, so, I actually caught that on the stream.
Yeah, I don't know. This is already the 3rd race I have this kind of thing. I don't know. This is I came to a little bit too much on the curb, and then. We all know what happens on the curb when it's wet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but later on, I just took it a bit more easy. Stayed away from this dangerous curbs. Not all of them are dangerous, but yes. And then I was just listening what my teammates told or cried on the team chat. I'm spinning. Oh, I lost the car. I said, "Come on, guys, let's do it. There's still time to go."
Yeah. And I see we have Michael here too. So congratulations, Michael. Well done race.
Thank you very much.
And you had had a little bit of luck too, because you were chasing
Brian. He had an unfortunate slip off.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you have really dominated here in this bronze group. So we're going to invite you to the silver group next season for sure.
Yeah, I'll sign up for silver.
Yeah. So how was your race? I mean, do you enjoy racing in the wets?
I actually do. I'm pretty lucky at it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but I think you did a great job there, and all of you guys. It was a pretty clean start. I think there were contacts, but there were no pandemonium, which was nice. So it's going to be a little bit easier on the stewards then. So
yeah. No, I think it for myself, if I'm allowed to say, wet races like this is absolutely fine, and. I mean, I don't know the other people, but I felt only the first 10 minutes in qualifying, I had very less grip. But from the start already, I was surprised how much grip we had. I don't know, Michael and Bruce, how did you see?
Oh yeah, I was making some good lap times. I saw you had a 2:09 the last time I looked. That was amazing.
Yeah, that 2:09 was good. But I was feeling like I really was setting even good laps right at the end. I had, and I don't know if it's the car, but it just, I was hooked up throughout the whole race. The only thing that would mess up is my concentration.
Exactly. I had a much more higher tire pressures. I went down for the second stint, 4 clicks or 5 clicks even on the front. Because the lap times, because we had much faster lap times. And we had more grip, so I think this is the reason why I had so high. I had 30.7 psi in the first stint. So I said, okay, maybe there is something wrong. I have the tire bug, I don't know. But I went down 4 clicks. And then was 30.2, 30.3.
That's where I was the whole race. Yeah.
Yeah, mine were high, and I tried to adjust them on track and slipped off, made a mistake, so I just left mine where it was and dealt with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
Anyway.
low 30s, I think, felt really good to me.
Yeah. No, it was really nice racing on this wet grid today, Christoph.
Yeah, it's
At least for myself, and it was nice.
yeah.
I
So
will say this: you have to practice for it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I was horrible the first hour of racing
But that's
on
the
this.
difficulty, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is.
because whenever you go to the practice server, you won't have this grip level.
Yeah. And I want to say something that you pointed out that I think is key to everyone there is there were some curbs you could go over and some you couldn't. And you
Yes.
had to practice to find those ones because
Exactly.
I slid out so many times on the ones you couldn't and then found the ones that you could. And even I followed some guys who were missing the ones that you could go over. They were staying wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I would say more than the half you can go over, or you should go over even. But there is a lot of you better not look at it even.
I always go 3/4 throttle once I hit the curb, just to make sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right, so
really great.
next race I'm missing, unfortunately, on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's Imola.
Exactly. So I'm together with my father and celebrate the birthday and
Oh yeah, good.
stream, watching the stream.
Yeah, have a good time with your dad then. All right, thank you so much, guys, for racing, and we'll see you next stream.
Thank
Thank you, Christopher.
Great.
All
Thanks, Krista. Congratulations, Peter and Michael.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
All right.
See you.
Congratulations, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Same. Bye.
So that's it from eSeniors here when it comes to Silverstone. We'll see you at Imola next week. And have a good rest of the weekend. And we'll catch you. It's going to be going to stream on Monday. So then we're going to do the GT3 sprint from Imola at 1 o'clock Central Time. So we'll catch you then.